Just heartbreaking news into our newsroom. The legend, the icon from the Islanders, Mike Bossy, has passed away. As we've reported, the 65-year-old was diagnosed with lung cancer last October. The Hall of Famer had been in hospice since the beginning of the month. The announcement from the Islanders this morning coming out on Twitter, sharing their loss and remembering a great, four-time Stanley Cup champion, Hockey Hall of Fame member, Mike Bossy. News 12's Kevin Marr sharing how Bossy was one of the greatest goal scorers the world has ever seen.
In sports, the term GOAT stands for greatest of all time. It's often overused, but in the case of Mike Bossy, it is not an exaggeration. You could argue that he is the greatest Islander ever. He burst on the scene in 1978, winning Rookie of the Year. He would play for only 10 seasons, his career cut short by back problems. But it was a career filled with brilliance. Scoring is what he did best, 573 goals in all, and his goals per game average still stands to this day as the highest in NHL history. In 1981, he really piled goals on, scoring 50 goals in his first 50 games, a celebration that he said never faded from his memory.
I lifted my arms up in the air. I noticed everyone else doing the same in the stands and, celebrating with me and me with them at the same time.
That celebration was a sign of things to come. Bossy scored 50 or more goals in 9 seasons and netted 60 goals 5 times, both NHL records. He also had 39 hat tricks. But he once told News 12 he wanted to be remembered for more than just scoring.
Someone who worked his butt off every game and who, after being told, wasn't good enough defensively or couldn't check and wasn't fast enough and wasn't physical enough to play in the league, that I held my own.
And by doing it, he was a bedrock that built the Islanders into a dynasty, winning 4 Stanley Cups. He was the second Islander to have his number retired, and his famed number 22 jersey in the rafters will forever remind fans of his lasting legacy. 5 years ago, Bossy wrote about that legacy in an article for the Players Tribune. He ended it by writing, "Thank God I was an Islander." It's a statement echoed by many of his fans. Kevin Marr, News 12.